slap the fuck out of it, okay? Just slap that bitch real quick. However, I feel like I'm just allowing at this point for spirit, for God, for the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to guide me in the direction that I need to be going in. Hey you guys, welcome back to Mom Jeans by NUTCASE. This is yet again another journal entry for you guys. Journal entry number 11, I guess. We'll do it like that, 11. It is Thursday, February 17th at 10:58 a.m. you guys. And in this journal entry, we're gonna take a little bit of a chill pill, okay? We're gonna relax a little bit. And I'm just gonna kind of open up to you guys because I've been thinking about some things. And you know when I do these journal entries, it's because of the things that I'm thinking about or the things that I have on my mind, okay? I know you hear the cats rustling over here. They're over here playing with my candles and they're over here playing with their scratching post, fighting with each other. So if you hear that, exactly, that's what that is. So first of all, before we get started, be sure to hit the like button, you guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn post notifications to all because, you know, the way YouTube is set up, we just need to turn it to all or else you might not get anything, okay? You probably won't get anything. And be sure, you guys, to leave your comments on my content in the comment section below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. I love to hear your correspondence as far as your opinions on what I have to say. So definitely be sure to leave your comments below. Also, you guys, I want to try to get this video to 50 likes, okay? 50. I want to get this video to 50 likes. So be sure to hit that like button, you guys. Slap the fuck out of it, okay? Just slap that bitch real quick and hit the like button. Thank you guys so much for your love and support and for being here throughout this process with me. You guys mean so much to me and I appreciate everything that you guys do to support the channel. I felt like I had to take a deep breath, okay? In yoga practice, sometimes they say yell it out or sigh it out and you That was awesome, you guys. So I definitely did some yoga this morning. I definitely went to the gym this morning, okay? Because your girl is getting a little chunky. I definitely have been putting on some weight. There's a lot of definite things that I need to take care of. But every time I say the word definitely, take a shot, hit your blunt, do whatever you're doing because I'm definitely going to keep repeating it apparently the whole video long. Start the video back over. That'll be our little game. So start the video back over and every time I say it, then y'all take a shot, okay? Or you know, whatever you do. But I was thinking today while I was at the gym because I've kind of let myself go. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the last few videos have been a little dicey. All right, you guys, it's been a little bit deep on different fronts. And I wanted to express, I guess, kind of the way that I feel sometimes, you guys, and the premise of this channel, what I intend to accomplish with this channel. And it didn't actually, it wasn't actually planned out this way. Like journal entries was just a piece of this channel. And I guess I have to start somewhere. So I'm actually going to be talking about specific things instead of just random things that are on my mind. There are a lot of things in regards to parenting and being a mom that that I am going to talk about because the name is Mom Jeans by NUTCASE. However, I feel like I'm just allowing at this point for spirit, for God, for the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to guide me in the direction that I need to be going in. These journal entries kind of took off because I was really in an emotional place dealing with co-parenting, and it was obviously very difficult for me to navigate through the ups and downs of what that means to actually co-parent with someone. It was very tumultuous, and I definitely wasn't ready for some of the emotions that I was feeling during that video, and I was not ready to share those emotions. I did not understand why those emotions were surfacing in that way. I mean, I did understand, but at the same time, it was just like a whirlwind of emotions. With that expression of emotions, I felt released. I felt a weight that was lifted off of my shoulders, and I noticed and realized through that expression that there are a lot of people out here in YouTube land, tarot land, you know, because I come from tarot land, but there's a lot of people out here in the, you know, in the manosphere, in the women's sphere, or whatever, women's sphere, I don't know what the fuck. There's a lot of people on social media who a lot of times I notice mask their emotions. And there's a certain level of emotion that they show, but it's not raw, it's not real. And I know that that is not necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of times you have to have some semblance of privacy when you are on social media. And it's also been an Achilles heel of a lot of creators when they express too much on social media.
A few minutes later.
The cats are fighting. I want to see if Snowflake's gonna beat him up, because he always beats her up. Hey, Percy. But I know that people protect themselves by not showing all of their business and divulging all of their business. However, I am the type of person who, while I do consider what people think, I really don't fucking care that much. Like, it's not always been that way, you guys. Not at all. I used to be very critical of myself, and I'm still very critical of myself. And that is the reason why I'm making this video, is because I noticed that first video and then this most recent emotional video where I was very emotional and crying and experiencing a lot of pain and ups and downs in my feelings, I saw how that could be considered a weakness, but I also saw how that could be considered a strength. And for a long time, even now, the video is not even out when I'm recording this video, but I've made a decision that I'm going to allow that part of me to be shown. I'm going to allow that part of me to be released. And it's because I really believe that there is a lack of sensibility. Hey Siri, what does sensibility mean?
Sensibility means the ability to appreciate and respond to complex emotional or aesthetic influences. Sensitivity.
Sometimes, literally, like, you guys, literally, there is a dictionary in my brain, and I don't remember what the fucking words mean. Like, I used to read the dictionary when I was a kid. I used to sit in my mom's papasan chair. The little chair with the stand at the bottom, and it's literally a round, like, circle, half circle, and you sit in it, and it's got a cushion. It was by our window. It was very fucking comfortable. And I used to get the dictionary and read it before I read a children's book. So there are words that I have accumulated that I do not remember the meanings of sometimes, but I know how to use them in a sentence. So I have to ask Siri to make sure that I'm using the word in the correct grammatical way, okay? So yeah, there is a lack of sensibility amongst humans, and I feel like that is part of our problem. We are so dulled and dumbed down by social media. We're so dulled and dumbed down by, you know, the not just social media, but regular media, the news, marketing, and all these other tactics to brainwash us into spending our money or purchasing a product or investing our energy in something for someone else's gain, that I feel it's important for me to show these sides of myself that are human, because we're turning into a race of people, or a race of a genetic makeup. We're turning into a genetic makeup of DNA that is not human. Because I don't even want to call us a race of humans, because no one is human anymore. Everyone is trying to be a bot or turning into a bot and not really being themselves. Like, they're not really being their true and authentic selves. And I did contemplate for several days, even today, that I was not going to release that video. And it's funny because I number the journal entries as I'm recording them. So y'all would have seen that there would have been a journal entry missing, or I would have had to, like, this is what I'm thinking. You guys would have seen that there was a journal entry missing, or you would have seen me have to you wouldn't have known, but I would have had to re-record a journal entry. And that just seemed very inauthentic to me. That just seemed very fake. It seemed like I was worried or concerned about showing specific parts of me but not showing other parts of me, and I feel like that goes against my moral code, that goes against my character. And as an individual, as a human being, as someone who knows what they stand for to prevent falling for anything, I don't think that that would be fair in regards to the preface that I am expressing on this channel. I talk about being real, I talk about being genuine, and that wouldn't have been very genuine. That would have gone against brand. And I appreciate when you guys definitely jump into the comments and show me support. That really means a lot to me. However, I do want you guys to know, just know, I'm not saying don't support me. I appreciate that. What I'm saying is try to see the reason beyond why I may be ranting or becoming emotional in front of this camera, because everything I do is calculated. It's not haphazard. I have a plan for my life, and I have a plan for the world, and I intend to change the world. I've said it in several different occasions, on several different videos, during several different tarot readings. I've said it on Twitter. I've said it everywhere. You can go clock me if you want. Look through my reservoir of content. But I intend to change the world. I intend to change the way people view the world. I intend to change the way people view themselves within the world. And for me to be able to do that, and for me to be able to accomplish what I know that I'm going to accomplish, I have to be able to be vulnerable. And those vulnerable moments in which I showed pain, anger, hostility, fear, sadness, remorse, guilt, grief, happiness, joy, excitement, elation, whatever those emotions are that I was feeling, and whatever spectrum those emotions span from, are all a part of what it means to be a human. It's all a part of what it means to be your true and authentic self. And I did some yoga today because I really have been getting fat. I've really been getting really fat, and it's nothing wrong with being fat. There's a lot of big, beautiful women, big, beautiful men. I actually like the teddy bear type. I like all types, honestly. I don't have a type. I'm just gonna keep it real though. Ever since I was a child, I liked thick cut men. Okay, it's just something. I just don't know. It's just something. I like all types of men though, but I really like thick cut men for the same reason that men like thick cut women. Okay, it's just great. I'm a big girl. I am 6 foot tall, baby. I have long legs. I like somebody who can support my weight. Okay, and I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the slim builds. I like them too. I like everybody. I really love everybody. And that's the thing that makes me so happy to be able to get on this platform and say what I need to say, is because I know since I was a child, I've had love in my heart for everybody. And that's what has caused me to be a victim in a lot of situations, is because I have a lot of love and compassion and care and just genuine affection, genuine kind-heartedness towards people, even if they don't have it towards me. And I'm not gonna change that now. I'm gonna use that to my benefit to make money, okay? And I'm gonna figure out a way to sustain myself, build a brand, build a business, and market myself with those qualities that I've always possessed inside. And I definitely feel like that is a staple of my brand. That is a staple of my business, is promoting the qualities of an individual that they possess inside, that they've known that they've had inside, that they may have forgotten about since the beginning or been jaded from since the beginning, and allowing them to kind of rebrand those things, turn it around, use it to their advantage, advantage and be able to thrive. Not only thrive, but to help others thrive as well. And I feel like that's the whole point of this life. People try to understand, what is life about? What does life mean? What is the point of all of this? The point of all of this is for you to learn as much as you possibly can. Because then when you learn as much as you possibly can, you will then become knowledgeable. Your soul will be lifted to an ascended level of consciousness, to an ascended level of being. Ooh, my eyelash. I felt it. Ooh. And once you get to that particular point in your life, that is where decisions become pivotal. I have reached a point in my life where I have acquired and gained a certain level of skill and knowledge with different topics. A lot of which being, knowledge of bad relationships and the signs of bad relationships, knowledge of learning self and loving yourself, and knowledge of like parenting and motherhood, which there are probably a lot of people who know even more than me. But that's when the pivotal decisions come into play, because a wise man or woman who does not share their wisdom is the biggest fool of them all. Let me say that again. A wise man or woman who does not share their wisdom is the biggest fool of them all. Why? Because the more wisdom that you share, the more that you are allowing your human race to progress. And a lot of people may not believe in like reincarnation and things like that, but I do. I believe that your soul never dies, and I believe that you cycle through different lifetimes and different experiences so that your soul can ascend and you can learn as much as you possibly can. And I feel that it is very foolish, in my humble opinion, for all of these world leaders, for all of these politicians, for all of these people who are in a position of power to covet and hide knowledge over time. I feel it very ignorant for those in our history who destroyed knowledge, who destroyed books, who destroyed scrolls, who took away knowledge and understanding from the populace for a greedy, covetous reason, either for vainglory or for control. But it was really ignorant. It was really dumb. And I feel like as a people, as a whole, it doesn't seem like we really learned a lot from that greedy, vain, vengeful, covetous, hateful energy. That energy just populates on its own. It's very hard for positive energy to repopulate, but it's not impossible, right? Even if it is very easy for that negative energy to repopulate itself, it does not mean that the positive energy is not growing as well. So if there is someone who is in a very disheveled state of mind, like I was for a majority of my life, and I learned how to rise and pick myself up out of that frame of mind, then it would be foolish and quite frankly very vindictive and hateful of me not to share that knowledge with you guys. So that is why I decided to be very transparent on this channel. That's why I decided to show you guys how I'm feeling, the ups and downs, the back and forth, the ebb and the flow of my emotions, not only to allow you to relate to me in my life, because I want you to understand that I am someone who you can trust here on this platform where there's so many fakers and so many people who are lying to you. I wanted not only to build your trust, but I also wanted to give you comfort in knowing that when you guys are going through those emotions and when you guys are feeling those feelings, that it's not abnormal. You're not alone. You don't have to be strong or feel strong or act strong all the time. That's unrealistic. It's unrealistic to be any one way or to act in any one way, think or speak in any one way all the time or for an extended period of time without there being adaptation or change. The only thing that is constant is change. The only thing that's constant is change. And when you realize that within yourself, and when you understand that you may have differing viewpoints or opinions than what you had 10 years ago or 5 years ago or 10 minutes ago, then it allows for you to not beat yourself up so much. And I realized that when I was at the gym, like I woke up this morning and I started back, I never cancel my gym membership because I don't care how much money I spend. The amount of money that I spend and I don't go builds a fire of resentment in myself to where I'm mad that I wasted the money and I should have fucking took my ass to the gym. So it's like I go through waves. I go through waves of binge eating. I go through waves of working out. So what I'm doing now and where I'm at right now is trying not only to manage my emotions where I'm not so vigorously thrashing through those different emotions and there's more of an evenly keeled balance, but I'm also working through that with my actions of being more steady and constant with with my bursts of energy, utilizing those bursts of energy, capitalizing on the momentum that I receive from those bursts of energy, and then also taking the time that I need to rest and reserve and reboost and rejuvenate so that I can continue a more steady pace of progression. However, I realized while I was doing yoga and while I was working out today that I am the way I am. And I know this was a long story boiled, this was a short story boiled into a long story, boiled back down into a short story, but I really wanted you guys to know my heart. And I wanted you guys to understand why there may be times where you see me on a video breaking down. There may be times where you see me in a video in tears. There may be times where you see me in a video There may be times where you see me with my afro out. There may be times where you see me with braids. There may be times where you see me with weave. There may be times where you see me with a braid down in my hat. But I want you guys to know that however you see me, in whatever position or demeanor that you see me in, it's always going to be true and authentic. And it's because I want to give y'all the most real and raw reflection of what life looks like, from a genuine standpoint. And I'm not saying that anybody else is not genuine. I do feel like there's a lot of ingenuine or disingenuous people that are on this platform and that are on every fucking social media platform, because all this shit is fake. But if we are going to be in it, because I feel like society is a little bit too far gone into social media to just disconnect. I don't think that's realistic, because people use it for forms of communication with their family. People use it for business. People use it for promotion or whatever, and for entertainment. So I really feel like we're too far gone into social media to necessarily pull back. But what I do feel like we can do for all of those genuine people out there, for all of those people who are tired of seeing the bullshit, who are tired of seeing the fakeness, we can normalize, which I don't really like that word, but we can facilitate an implementation of commonality or genuineness or whatever the word is. We can infiltrate and integrate our real lives, our true lives, our honest portrayals of life with integrity to try to guide this younger generation in a better direction. Because I've been doing some world predictions and it's real sad, especially for my young ladies out here who think that they have to like get plastic surgery and cut on their body. Like, I just did a world predictions a few days ago, which I am so irritated because my internet is fucked up, child, and I'm waiting for these people to come out today. But I digress. I did a world predictions reading that had me in tears because it literally showed how the way that we're going, there's a lot of older women and some men who are so heavily ingrained within the competition of being the best that they're not warning or preparing the younger generation for the consequences or side effects of this plastic surgery. And it's really sad. It's really sad. It's a lot of young girls out there who have no guidance, who feel like they have to do these things to be accepted, and you fucking don't. You fucking don't. I don't know who's watching this. I don't know who needs to see this. I don't know who watches me. But you don't have to do that shit to be accepted. It's okay if you want to do it for you. But if you do it to be accepted, or if you do it to be popular, or if you do it to get a man or to get a woman or to be seen, it's never going to be enough. It's going to become an addiction. And those types of topics, those normal things that are not normal, all this fucking talk of normal, why the fuck am I saying this word? But all of these real life situations, all of these realistic challenges or realistic thoughts or obstacles that people face, there needs to be more of us out here who are doing what I'm doing, period, and being real about their life and situations, not trying to glamorize it for the camera, because I feel like natural growth is the best growth. I don't care how long it takes. I don't even post on the NUTCASE network because it's gotten so raggedy over there that I'm just tired, okay? And I have an archive of great videos and content where you can see the beginning of my spiritual journey. You can see what it took and the confidence that I had to build up to get to this point to even sit here in front of you today. And I will never delete my videos until they make me. But it's like, I just wanted you guys to realize that I'm hearing like "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" type of energy. Like, I'm not sure exactly what that song is about, but it's like, don't cry for me because I'm okay. I'm just going through life. This is what life is about. I'm not having this crazy breakdown or this crisis. It's just, there are times in life where you have emotional moments. There are times in life where you reach a pinnacle or a peak of something, whether it's challenging or rewarding, and that energy has to disintegrate and flow back down, and then it flows back up, and then it flows back down, and it's a cycle. So I love you guys for being here and understanding that about me. I thank you guys just for being supportive of the channel, showing me that you have a lot of love for me regardless of what I do. I appreciate all of my new subscribers for signing on, and my consistent subscribers who have been here from day one, from the first video drop. I really appreciate all of you guys for your comments, for your likes, and I just want you guys to know that when I come with content on this channel, it's because it means something to me in my heart, and it's something that I feel like needs to be said, and that it's gonna come from a genuine place. It's not gonna come from a place of superiority. It's not gonna come from a place of vain pride. It's not gonna come from a place of hatred. It's gonna come from a place of like true contemplation about life, about where we are as humans, and about my opinion on where we need to go to move forward positively and productively into the future, okay? So I appreciate you guys being here. Spirit always gives me the words to say, and I'm so thankful. I just feel really happy and blessed. I thank God for where I'm at. I thank God for everything that I've been given, all the opportunities, and just being able to be in front of you guys, because a lot of our ancestors didn't get this opportunity. A lot of our predecessors weren't able to have this type of reach. So I definitely intend on using it in the best way possible, the most productive way possible for our society, for humanity. And I will see you guys, I guess, on the next video. Bye.